Welcome back to my channel. So today's look, we're going to be doing a like a no makeup look, but glowy in the skin. So if you want to see how I transform into all that, then just keep on watching. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we are going to do concealer. So this is the concealer I use right now. It is the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline. It's in a dark circle eraser treatment. So it comes like with a little sponge applicator. I think I have some like leftover product on there. Yeah, I do. So I'm just going to be going like that and just kind of like swiping it up there as well. And we're not going to go too crazy on the eyes. We're just going to do like basically like a shimmer, and then just doing some neutral transitions in the crease, but nothing too crazy. So I'm just going to be pouncing this out with the Morphe sponge. I need to get a new one, but your girl's broke at the moment. I am going to be taking just a regular powder. I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Fit Me powder. It's in the shade 130 Buff Beige. And I'm just going to be taking this Japanese sponge and just like pouncing it in my powder, and then just gently tapping it over just so my eyelids can be matte, because I get oily eyelids and I hate it because then my eyelids don't stay. So I'm just going to be doing that. I used to be in love with this. Every time in the summer when I would go with my dad on a trip for his job, this was literally the only thing I took with me: mascara and eyeliner and liquid eyeliner, and then powder. And then I didn't really have much eyeshadow, so I would just take like the essentials because I really didn't do much to my face. So I had the pink one of this, but this one is for this is for basically like oily skin, because it is a mattifying one, and it does have acne treatment in it too, so it does that. And then there's like, I think 3 different shades. There's a light to medium, medium to dark, and then I think a dark one, but I get the light to medium, and it does have salicylic acid in it, so it is good for acne. So I'm just going to be taking this on my Morphe sponge and just putting it all over the face. It is a light coverage, so even like that, it looks like a lot. It's not, because it is a sheer finish, and it even tells you on here that it's a sheer tint. It says it like right here, it's a sheer tint. So I'm just going to like space it out, looking all crazy, but and then we're just going to blend it out. I'm going to be going in with this Japanese sponge again, taking the Fit Me powder, and then just taking like the whole thing and just like rubbing it in here, and then just like going over everything and make sure it is pressed into the skin, because we don't want to be patchy anywhere. So we're gonna just take our time pressing it all into the skin, making sure we get every nook and cranny of the face, and especially people always miss their nose. So if you don't want to use your finger lightly and get in there, what you can do is just grab a random brush. As you hear all my makeup falling, grab a random brush and just like kind of like pull it and do patting motions, and then you can always blend out mistakes instead of like with your finger and you leave a spot. it's easier just to do a brush because then you can just always remove the product. Or what I used to do is take like kind of like these brushes that are fluffy, just take powder, swirl it in there, tap off the excess, and just like pat in there, just so you can get the nook and cranny, which I might start doing again because I used to love this trick and I didn't even learn it from anybody. I used to just do this on my own, so I invented my own technique. Just kidding, someone probably already did it before I did, but I'll just say I took credit in it. But I'm just gonna go over everywhere. Now I'm going to be taking the Morphe 25B palette. It looks like that with all these beautiful colors. And I'm just going to be taking these two shades at the end and just lightly dusting it in my crease. And I'm going to be going in with this brush. It is the JH15. And I'm just going to take those colors and lightly put it in my crease so it's not too much, just enough to warm up the eyes. Okay, so now that we did that, we're going to be going in with this pigment right here from NYX. It is the shade Vegas Baby / Viva Las Vegas. So we're just going to be, if you could see that, we're going to be also taking the primer for the pigment, which is the Pigment Primer Base Perfectance. It's just Pigment P01. Comes like this. You can get it at Walmart. That's where I got mine. And I'm just going to be taking my middle finger and applying that much. And then I'm going to rub it between my other middle finger. And then just start applying it very quickly, because these primers do dry up fast. So if you do not move quickly, you're going to have to keep reapplying, and then it's just going to become a sticky mess. So I know I look crazy right now with my eyes closed and doing this, but I'm just trying to make sure the product is into my eye. Then quickly going in with this flat shader brush, taking the pigment on top, and then just gonna like pat it all over the eye just to make sure it's all there. That's what I love about primers for like pigments or glitters, because it enhances the look so much more. And then it's just so beautiful. Like the colors really do pop. So after I did that, I'm just gonna go over with that brush with no additional product and just blend that in so we're not too crazy. We want it to look seamlessly beautiful. We don't want it to look like we tried so hard with the look. Want it to be natural, like your eyes are just oily and glowy, but they're not. So So now that both eyes are done, we're going to be going in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara and just coating our lashes. I did get a new butter bronzer because my son broke my other one. But this is a new color and it's called Sunset Bronzer. And this is the color. It's really pretty. So I'm just going to be taking this contour brush, which is the JH02, and just swirling it in there. Tapping up. With the blush brush, which is the JH06, and just swirling that on my brush, tapping up the excess. Then going in with the Laura Geller Golden Honey highlight, taking my brush and then taking the MAC Costa Riche eyeliner. Wow, I'm going to show you the cap. The Costa Riche, and just going under my eye. Okay, and now taking that same mascara, I'm just going to do the bottom of my eyes. Then I did basically my brow powder broke, so I legit used, if I can find it, I don't know where it is. I legit used alcohol to try and like press it in, and it looks like that. If piece fall out, oh, I don't know, but I had to do it like that, and I'm just waiting for it to kind of like dry so I can see what I'm working with. But for now, we're going to be using this e.l.f. brow pencil. It's an instant lift brow pencil from e.l.f. and it's just a dark brown, so we're going to test it out today and see what we're working with, because if it is pretty good, this was $2. So I'm already liking the spoolie so far, because I don't like hard ones like the Anastasia one, but this one is pretty cool. And then this is like the color, it's like a light color, but we're not gonna go too crazy. You know, basically we're just gonna like draw it. Alright, so I just jumped into voiceover because my boyfriend decided to disturb me. So I'm just taking the iconic lip plumping lip gloss. I'm not sure what shade it is, but I just put it on, and I wasn't really happy with how everything turned out. Like, the brow pencil from e.l.f. was no good. Like, look at my brows, they're atrocious. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.